evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Today, we're going to be watching the Scrublympics, and it's going to be Insects versus Butterspy. But Insects started off first with setting a pretty nice board, but Butterspy were able to counteract it with mind control and summoning a monster, inflicting 3,200 damage to Insects, leaving Insects in a pretty bad position. And it could be very devastating. But fortunately for Insects, their strategy is to thrive and survive. Being able to destroy all your opponent's insects is not necessarily a great thing. They cycle through their insect monsters very fast, and they're able to summon large amounts of insects and as well as keep their presence. So this deck is far from being done, even with 3,200 life points away from it. Back to the Insects turn, they managed to summon Ragnar, which gets negated by the Effect Veiler. Not really much that could be done. The Insectipede is summoned for an extra line of defense, and Battle Guard Howling is going to be met with the Ragnar effect. Not really much else to say here. Insects do have a chance to win it, summoning Doom Dozer, but another Battle Guard Howling is activated, costing Insects the game. Butterspy's advance to the next round. Now is the first round draft pick. Notorious taking the field, playing against Venoms. Two decks that have never been so far apart in terms of draft status. As you guys know, Notorious were drafted first overall. Venoms kind of pretty much fell to the lower seeds, but these decks have been the perennial players of the Scrublympics for the past 3 seasons. Really great decks here, and Naturia trying to make it out of the Scrublympics just by winning out this tournament. It's going to be very interesting to see the Venom strategy versus the Naturia strategy. Barkion is going to be summoned, and Naturia Oak Tree attacking for 4,300 damage, leaving Venoms at 3,700. Not really much else to say there. Another Venom Boa is going to trigger the effect of Naturia Oak, special summoning Naturia Butterfly and Naturia Cliff to the side of the field. Now that could be very dangerous. Triggering off any of the Naturia monsters effects does necessarily mean advantage or disadvantage for Venoms, and it could get pretty scary from there on out. Naturia's definitely don't have the card advantage, but the Naturia Barkion is still a very scary card to look at. Zephyros will be summoned and then off of King of the Swamp, and then made into a King of Feral Imp, adding another Venom monster from the deck to the hand. Then Shackles is going to be activated, destroying the Naturia Barkion because its attack will reach 0 because it has a Venom counter on it already. King of Feral Imps readies his attack, but it is started by Naturia Butterfly, being able to send a Naturia Sacred Tree from the deck to the graveyard, as well as adding a Naturia monster from the deck to the hand. Naturias are in a very bright spot, and that was an extremely lucky mill from the Naturia Butterfly. The target with Naturia Butterfly is... okay. And Mystical Space Typhoon is met with the Venom Swamp to prevent Naturia Butterfly from leaving the field. Now Black Rose Dragon is going to be summoned to completely wipe the field and give it an even game state. Naturia Mantis is going to be summoned, swinging for 1,700 damage, leaving Venoms at 1,600 life points. Another swing from the Mantis would be game. Venom's looking for a way out of this game. No cards in extra deck. Pot of Duality is activated, adding Naturia Cherries. And Mantum's going to take another swing at it. Cherries is going to be set, and back to Venom's turn. Venoms are trying to draw cards to make this game, to stay in this game. Off of the set, Cosmo Beat is going to be summoned. And off of that, Naturia Bamboo Shoot finally hits the field, preventing back row from being played and attacking for game. Naturia's move to the next round. In this match, Ice Barriers, the deck that everybody seems to love, The deck that is measured to go into the top ranks of the Scrublympics takes its debut. Now, it'll be very interesting to see how Ice Barriers counteract the strategy of Jurrac. Two decks that are both from the Hidden Arsenal series, and it'll be really interesting to see what Jurrac have to bring to the table. A deck that is not necessarily drafted high in the rankings of Scrublympics, but have a lot of interesting and great cards to work with. Jurrac Velo is going to take first strike, inflicting 1700 of damage to the Ice Barriers. And that double Mystical Space Typhoon gets too strong. That double MST though. Strategist of the Ice Barrier activates his effect to draw another card. And will Ice Barriers follow up? Yes, they do follow up with Soul Charge. Special summoning just one. And the Gandora is going to special summon the dog, which prevents the Jurrac monsters from attacking. Their main strategy is to attack and destroy monsters by battle. Fossil Dig is going to be activated, and it looks like this just might be a problem. Black Rose Dragon is summoned and activates effect, wiping the board clean, leaving Ice Barriers at a huge disadvantage right now. Ice Barriers having no monsters. Jurrac Areola is summoned, special summoning Jurrac Velo, and Ice Barriers can be very well knocked out of contention within the next couple of turns if a counter strategy is not made. Surface is going to be activated, special summoning Defender. Then Dual Dark is going to be normal summoned. Fiendish Chain is going to be set, and it's back to Jurrac. 1-for-1 is going to be activated on Jurrac's side. Special summoning another Iola. Aeola is going to special summon Jurrac Monolith. Monolith. And another Black Rose Dragon. Now keep in mind that is an illegal move. Black Rose Dragon is limited to one, but we will continue on the game as if it were normal. Black Rose Dragon is going to be met with the Fiendish Chain. And it's back to Ice Barriers to try to save themselves from Black Rose Dragon, from Jurrac, and be able to make a play. Now, Prior of the Ice Barrier is drawn, giving Ice Barriers a huge advantage, but unfortunately Prior was special summoned as opposed to normal summoned, completely disabling them for special summoning the big boss monster. But in other terms, they do get Strategist as the Ice Barrier, their main draw card. Strategist is going to attack over Monolith. Manala. And it just seems that the Jurrac cannot get over the Fiendish Chain. Salvage is going to be activated right into Strategist effect, drawing Medallion. Then Prior is going to be normal summon to special summon General Gatalia. General is going to run over to Black Rose, and this game already seems back into the Ice Barrier's favor. Or into the Ice Barrier's favor for the first time. Jurrac's really looking down on an established board by Ice Barriers. When Ice Barriers establish your board, it's really hard to stop this deck. Now Gungnir is going to be summoned. Activates its effect, pitching 1 card to destroy back row. And this could be game. Or maybe not. Jurrac Hera is being special summoned. 2300 attack is not much to, nothing to scuff at. But unfortunately, the general is stronger than the Jurrac monster, inflicting 1600 in total. Then the general special summons back the dog, preventing most of the Jurrac players' cards from attacking. And this looks like it's about it. Ice barriers have just well advanced to the next round, just off of special summoning the general. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. The Scrublympics bracket is down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.